What nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Make the Exorcist Fall in Love chapter 105. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Papa Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that, so we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which we are covering Digimon, Gachikuta, Togenanki, Sanda, Boku no Hero Academia final season, Spy Family season 3, and One Punch Man season 3, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter of Make the Exorcist Fall in Love, we had the Baba Yaga's demands, and well, she did make some really good points, mind you, she did, but man, some of these demands were extremely outdated. Holy shit. Like, especially in terms of, like, the Christian world. Now, if she wanted to take them to, like, the Muslim world, that's a whole different story. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. The witch's hut has shaken the world. The morning after that speech, as the politicians began their sluggish response, the public treated that supernatural event like just another piece of gossip. Oh, that speech? It was the worst. The screen changed in the middle of our movie. Yeah, they should give me a refund for that. That whole thing was just Russia flexing its tech. Who cares what that message was? The point is they hijacked screens all over the world. Oh, you gotta love the conspiracy theorists, man. This is a conspiracy! Foreign nations envy our male-like monarch and our destiny as chosen people. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so true! Oh my god, I can see this happening! I can so see Krista Fascist doing this, okay? I can. Because these are the same people that want my people dead. So, yeah, they don't see I'm talking about Krista Fascists. What I mean by that, for those of you that don't know, they are Christian nationalists that believe they are the chosen people. So, yeah, I can definitely see this happening. Well, seeing how they claim that the church created this puppet god, I'm curious to see what the church's response will be. Alright, so this is Pope Johannes the 20th. It says XX, but yeah, let's go with that. Let us pray for world peace and for the repose of that person's soul. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. In a time like this, what business could you possibly have with me alone? Your Holiness, Cardinal Heisenberg, thank you for coming. You will be the next pope. Wait, what? What did you just say? Of course, nothing has been decided yet, but among the current cardinals, you're the most likely candidate. Wait, what do you mean? What is going on? I intend to meet with that witch directly to negotiate peace and convince her to halt the invasion. That's reckless! They'll just kill you! Duh! Not necessarily. I believe this is a trial God has given me. Do you think God will save you? Well, that's not what I meant. But if we do not believe in God, then who will? The one who holds the highest position in the church is me. I cannot allow anyone unrelated to this to die before I do. That's not right, Johannes. Precisely because you hold that position, you mustn't throw your life away so easily. You have a duty to oversee what comes after. For goodness sake, we never did see eye to eye. I've already compiled the plans for the aftermath. Look over them later. Damn! I will give the Pope credit where credit is due. Like, because I was thinking the same thing. It's like, what about what happens after the fact? He's already got the plan. Okay. Are you trying to get yourself killed? I'm counting on you to handle the recovery and rebuilding. We placed far too heavy a burden on the younger generation, and still, in my time, I couldn't purge the rot completely. Ooh. Now the question is who is he referring to in terms of the rot? Is he talking about the assholes that were abusing Mr. Priest, aka Joshua? Is he talking about those fuckers? Those fuckers that are that refuse reform? Or is he talking about the ones that are pushing for reform? That's a great question. Several hours later, somewhere in Russia, wow, there's quite a crowd here. Are all these people here to protest Baba Yaga? Seems like it, but rallies like this are restricted, so they're probably ready to be arrested. Yep, this is very true. I know this because I've seen it. I've seen Russian protest live streams. They are brutal as fuck. Mofos want to talk about, so anyone that talks about police brutality in the U.S., especially when it comes to like protest streams, that's nothing compared to like say what Russia does, or hell, even what Europe does, like in general, like for example, like Italy, or like in Italy and France. UK doesn't do water cans, I don't believe. Like in the majority of, like, I would say the majority of the world, frankly, minus like a few countries including the US, they use water cannons on protesters. They brutally beat protesters with batons. UK will beat protesters with batons too. And in Russia, you will see them drag protesters on the ground. Like, it is nasty. It's nasty what they do over there in Russia. And I should say the majority of the world. The U.S. protesters should be counting their blessings that they are not in, like, say, in France, or Italy, where they get their asses beat with batons and then get hit with a water cannon. Then we better get to work too. Yeah, the previous day, I don't think she's fully back yet. What do you mean she's not fully back yet? Verge used the ritual items needed for Baba Yaga's revival on Master back then. Wait, what? No, he used them on Dante? What the fuck, Verge? I factored that in when I planned to. I factored that in when I set up the plan to interfere with her revival. It likely made it harder for her to come back immediately. Ooh! So, basically, the reason why, probably this is why it's harder for her to revive, is because it's a man and not a woman. That's probably why. She probably chose to delay her own revival and start the war anyway. Huh? So she's just putting on a front, pretending she's revived and forcing herself to use her powers? Pretty much. But what if she fully revived herself really fast using some method we don't know about? I doubt it. She was trying to follow the proper ritual steps as closely as possible. And Marco and the others destroyed a huge number of ritual items in the process. That's not the kind of resource you'd waste on decoys. On top of that, her speech was strange. There are male witches too, but she only mentioned women. The Sabbath clearly isn't working the way it used to. If we're going to stop her, now's the time. That's actually a fantastic point. That is. So yeah, Dante it's not working. You need women for this. All right, I understand. And Josh, take me with you. We can see it from. I gotta wonder if she'll help stop. We could see it even from here. That's Baba Yaga's hut. I understand why. I know people are probably like, why Russia of all places? For those of you that don't understand why Russia, that's Baba Yaga is a Russian thing, so it makes sense to be why Russia. You okay, Murray? I'm fine. Like I said, part of Baba Yaga is my friend. I should be able to talk to her. Don't overdo it. I also have a plan. Yeah, thanks. But this looks like this is as close as we can get. Going through Gehenna didn't work at all, and it seems like they're getting ready for battle near the hut too. Still, there's word the Pope is preparing for peace talks. If anything's going to happen, it'll be then. That's when we move straight to the hut. Hey, what's with that outfit? You're gonna get frostbite. Shut it, just move. Wow, you're really here, Mr. Priest. You're... Oh, shit. Wait, I'm not here to pick a fight. I'm here to share some intel. What is it? Hey, it's about your master's condition, and that all has weakness. Holy shit! Damn! Verge's former instructor, which Charlotte, a former enemy, appears in this chapter's titled Discord. So she's betraying them. So finally, first of all, we're gonna find out what's going on with Dante. And I feel like, because something we haven't seen, you notice this, we haven't seen Verge at all amongst them. I gotta wonder if Verge is with Dante. And I gotta wonder in all of this if Verge, like after hearing what Lucifer said, well, Verge got bitten by the snake too, so there is that. But there's something that happened. Something happened. Something happened. Dude, I can, like, is the Pope... I'm so curious what the Pope meant by the rot. That's another thing I'm very curious about. What do you think the Pope meant by the rot? Do you think that the Pope meant, like, the rot, like the priest that abused Josh and that refused to accept change? Or do you think the rot being the reform that was happening, like, you know, aka accepting gay people into the church? Because I don't think they knew. If they knew that Dante was gay, then if they didn't know Dante was gay, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, like, I mean, Dante got beat up because he was gay. So they didn't beat or pray the gay away. So, and also Mikhail is obviously gay too, because Mikhail's a cross-dresser. Yeah, Mikhail's a cross-dresser, but he's a ladies' man. So it's like, dude, is Mikhail gay or is he just a straight-up cross-dresser? Like, we don't know. So that's what I'm like, dude, like, there's something. That's what I'm like thinking. Like, what is this Pope thinking in terms of rot? Does he mean like the old guard, in terms of like the fuckers that were abusing priest and not just priest, abusing the kid. Josh wasn't the only one getting abused. Let's be real. Or is he like the old fuddy-duddies that are about change inside the church? Or fuck, there's probably some of them that are still working with Satan too. There's that as well. But in terms of purging the rot, like, I feel like in terms of purging the rot, I feel like he's talking about, that's in my opinion, I think he's talking about within the church more than anything else. Because that they didn't do that shit in the first place. That's why things got this bad. I'm just saying. But yeah, you Christian nationalists / Christofascists, you need to get over yourself. You aren't the chosen people like you think you are. That's my people. Whether you like it or not. And also, you guys wouldn't exist, Christians wouldn't exist if it wasn't for my people, because Jesus was a Jew. People are fucking, I'm telling you, these people are delusional. They are fucking psycho. Oh my god. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Make the Exorcist Fall in Love content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!